Multiverse, and today we're going to talk San Diego Comic-Con 2023 and a lot of G.I. Joe, folks. So it's going to be all about the G.I. Joe this episode, and I wanted to, have this special episode for a variety of reasons, folks. We're going to talk about what's been recently revealed in regards to the G.I. Joe Classified San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Chuckles that I'm really excited for. And that's like the meat of what this episode will be about. And with that, folks, we are going to unbox last year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive with the Dr. Mindbender that you see right here. I've had this thing on my shelf ever since the end of last year, folks. I've been looking to do a video on this guy, and I thought it'd be a perfect opportunity for me to unbox him now, since we're talking about this year's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So we're going to unbox Dr. Mindbender. And I just knocked down Sergeant Slaughter. But and then as you can see here, I also have, I guess, 2021's San Diego Comic-Con exclusive, which was the Zartan Master of Disguise. Y'all remember that, right? So I got that up here too. So yeah, I got that here, and we're gonna talk G.I. Joe. We're gonna talk some San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Let's talk about something that I'm really excited about, and that is the reveal of the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Chuckles, folks. I tell you, when I saw this image, I had a grin a mile long because I just love this character. I remember as a kid when I begged my mom tooth and nail. I was like, I have to have this character because I just loved his Hawaiian shirt. I thought it was just the coolest thing that he had a G.I. Joe character that had this Hawaiian shirt. He had the green pants. Because I love, back in the day growing up, Miami Vice was a huge show. And I watched Magnum P.I. with Tom Selleck now, and that show was based supposedly in Hawaii. And Tom Selleck wore the Hawaii shirt. So I thought that was so big that a G.I. Joe character had that. And I just loved it. And I love the fact that he had the little gun holster attached to the chest and everything. So, I finally got him as a kid, and you couldn't tell me nothing about Chuckles. And then when I saw him in the movie for G.I. Joe, I loved him even more. And I noticed how in the movie, if I'm not mistaken, folks, he could not speak. And that also played into why I really love the character. Because I remember back in the day, they always did a great job of sending that message to kids that, people who may have, a physical ailment or something that's deemed a setback physically was still the best of the best. They still rose above those challenges. I liked him in the cartoon because I go back to that one scene where they were in some sort of training mission that Sergeant Slaughter had him in, or no, what Beachhead had him in, and his missile from his vehicle would not launch. So he took the missile himself and threw it at the tank that was attacking him. So again, he's a bit of he's a different kind of guy, man, and I like that. He had that get the job done at any cost type of attitude. And again, he's just a different type of dude, man. He's just different. He's just different, man. So it's cool to see how he would, do things when, something maybe is not working or going correctly. He would use his hands to make it work. Again, in the movie, he had the helicopter. The helicopter wouldn't work. He used his hands to power the propeller. So it's crazy, man. So his full name is Philip M. Provost, aka Chuckles. And this San Diego Comic-Con exclusive other figure just looks phenomenal, folks. I think that the G.I. Joe Classified team does an excellent job in regards to capturing a personality within these figures. They did a great job with the rock and roll, Shipwreck, even the people that I have on the table here with Sergeant Slaughter, Serpentor, Zartan, Beachhead. They capture a personality with not only their overall aesthetic, but with the accessories. This guy comes with a lot, folks. He comes with a lot. I love the fact that he has the little more like the beat up battle damage face sculpt with the missing tooth. It just shows you the reckless abandoning that this guy has. That's what I was like. He has a reckless abandoning about him. And it plays into that, getting the job done at all costs. There is a comic strip that's implemented within his packaging that kind of tells the story on how he infiltrated Cobra for some sensitive documentation, and how he's on the run, how he's attacked by some Cobra bats, and how he's working his way through a slew of Cobra bats. He gets away, but he's a little beat up at the same time. But he's happy, he's smiling. There's an image of him, kind of mocking Baroness and the Crimson Twins, who is yet another tease for Comic-Con, because it's said that we'll be getting a Crimson version of the Crimson Guards as well as Baroness for San Diego Comic-Con. So stay tuned for that. But Chuckles is mocking, Baroness and the Crimson Twin on FaceTime, with some documents that he's taken away from them. So I think that's cool. I like the fact that they're kind of setting up this story within the packaging in this comic strip version with this character. And again, man, he looks fantastic. I love him, folks. He comes with a slew of awesome accessories that you can not only use for Chuckles, but you can use for other characters as well. So let's take a look at what Chuckles comes with. First up, he comes with one of the aloha things that they put around your neck when you go to Hawaii. I love that. He comes with 2 swappable heads, a pair of sunglasses, because, man, you got to have those sunglasses when you're going on vacation, when you're traveling, when you're going to Hawaii. You got to have the sunglasses, man. On Miami Vice, and as well as Magnum PI, they were rocking the sunglasses, so he's going to rock them too. So I love that. He also has a manila folder, which is filled with sensitive documentations that he stole from Cobra. He has a portable cassette player, which is no doubt, folks, a nod to a G.I. Joe Transformers collaboration. It looks like Soundwave is transformed in this cassette form, so that's pretty cool. That's a nice wink to Transformers. And I don't mind if we get more of that. We get more winks with Transformers and not within this G.I. Joe line. That's really cool. And then we have a connected pair of handcuffs, a broken pair of handcuffs. We have binoculars, a knife. We have a sheath for that knife. We have a pistol. And again, he has that little pistol holster that's attached to his chest that I think is just the baddest thing. And he has 2 brass knuckle fisted hands. So I like that. I didn't notice the brass knuckle fisted hands at first. And I was like, man, he got brass knuckle fisted hands. And it plays into the character's personality again, man. So he has 2 brass knuckle fisted hands. And he has a briefcase. So again, he comes with some really fun accessories, folks. I love it. I'm all in with this Chuckles. Can't wait to get a hold of him. So what'll happen is this will go up for pre-order at Comic-Con for the customers there. And then ultimately it will be available for me at home, because I won't be at Comic-Con this year, folks. Hopefully my goal is to be at Comic-Con next year. But for us at home, we'll be able to order this thing at a later time. So I guess once they get their orders in at Comic-Con, it's going to be the same as they had last year with Dr. Mindbender. Dr. Mindbender went up for pre-order at Comic-Con. Then ultimately what will happen is Chuckle, like Dr. Mindbender last year, will go up for pre-order on HasbroPulse.com. And that's how that will roll. So I'm excited, folks, for Chuckles. I can't wait for him. I can't say enough about the character. I can go on and on about him. I love the accessories. Love the swappable head with a little beat up face and everything. And it's exciting, folks. And in that image of Chuckles, if you see in the background, there is a copter, a red copter that's coming for him. And I think that is a wink for G.I. Joe Classified Lifeline. I know we're getting Doc, but maybe we're also getting Lifeline as well. He was that second Doctor that was implemented within the G.I. Joe team during their later runs. Lifeline was a part of that whole new G.I. Joe team that was revealed just before the movie, when we got Sergeant Slaughter and we got Beachhead. So, we'll see, folks. So I think that might be a Lifeline tease. That's my spiel on Chuckles, folks. I can't say enough about this guy. I love the character. I love the promo arts for him. Love the packaging. And I look forward to getting a hold of Chuckles. Now that we talked about Chuckles, we're going to unbox Dr. Mindbender finally, because I've been pushing to get to this guy. Oh, man. So, if you stuck around this long, I appreciate it, because I've been wanting to unbox this guy for some time, folks. It just hadn't gotten the opportunity to do so. And I felt like this would be the perfect time, because we're talking San Diego Comic-Con. This was the big reveal last year, and we're going to do it now. So we got Dr. Mindbender here, and it's display packaging and everything. This looks awesome. This is a little slip cover here. On the back, we have Dr. Mindbender again, which looks really cool, man. Look at all that artwork. It's just wonderful, beautiful. I know you've seen this a million times in other reviews, but just bear with me. I love it. All right, I'm gonna slip this off here, and then we're gonna open this up, and then we have Dr. Mindbender with all of his accessories and everything. So, all right, so for what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take a quick break and get all of this out of the packaging. We're gonna take a closer look at Dr. Mindbender, okay? All right, let's get to it. All right, folks, I have Dr. Mindbender out of the packaging. And again, he comes with a lot of accessories. So we're going to get through these things as quickly as possible. Oh, it's excited. No, I finally got this guy out of the packaging. All right, so I want to start off with this right here. I kept this onto the plastic, but I anticipate these are, I feel like these are maybe tranquilizer darts or something like that. I'm not sure. You know, Dr. Mindbender's always up to no good, man. So I don't know if these are tranquilizer darts or maybe some sort of a devices that holds DNA, maybe something like that. But it has something to do with his experimenting. So I kept them on plastic because these could easily be lost. So we'll see. We'll see how I'm going to utilize this, because this is really pretty cool. All right, and then we have the I guess the skull here, which looks pretty cool. It's like a cloth over the eyes, or some sort of bandaging over the wrappings. There we go. We have some sort of a wrappings over this part of the skull's face here. Looks pretty cool. And then we have the other part of the skull, which has a part that's open, I guess, where he can insert different things inside the skull. This will attach like this, which is pretty cool. So I like this. He has some, again, folks, the accessories are pretty interesting. They put a lot of thought into the accessories. So we have the little skull here. Now I want to bring this little brain here. And it sounds crazy. I have a brain in my hand. All right, so this little brain here, that he has this little metallic area that's placed inside the brain. This looks good, man. I mean, they did a great job with sculpt in the detail of this brain that he's utilizing for experiments. I gotta get from NECA Toys. NECA Toys has a Frankenstein set that I really feel will go with this Dr. Mindbender. It has like a table and everything. So I'm going to be getting that, folks, so I can place that with Dr. Mindbender. So as you can see, I'm placing the brain inside the skull. I'm playing like I'm Dr. Mindbender. And then you place this here, and there you go. So, I mean, you could do all types of things. I mean, you can have it without the brain and with just the skull. And then talking about experiments, we have these two canisters here, folks. So these canisters look great. They're in this translucent red plastic. That's the metallic little plastic here. They did a great job with that. Now, these canisters do open. So that's another thing. Everything's like, there's like a feature to everything. So we have these canisters that open, and I anticipate that you can place the brain inside the canister, which is really cool. So you place that. That's what that little tab is for. And then you can, there you go. And then you can close this. So you have the brain inside there. What I'm going to do, I'm going to place slime. I'm going to place some slime. I have some green slime for my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'm going to place that inside the canister. I think that's going to be a nice look. So we got some slime. And then for this hand, this little creepy undead-like hand that he's experimenting on, he comes with this as well. You can have this in his hand. You can have it on this little table. Again, they did a good job with that. You can also place that within this canister. So you can tap that in here and put that there. And then you have his little experiments gone. Maybe that's going to go bad. Who knows? But you can have these in a little translucent canisters. And again, I'm going to place some slime within these. So that's awesome, man. He has some, again, he's cool. He has some really cool accessories. So a little skull here that you can utilize as well. And then he has his little weapons. There's little pistols or experimental devices that he utilizes as well. This looks pretty cool. He has the little metallic plastic here, silver plastic, I mean, here for this little weapon or device, or maybe some sort of device he uses for his experiments. And then he has also his pistol. This is his pistol here because, he's Cobra, so he has to use his pistol. So this is a little pistol gun, and this gun will go in. You can house it into this little sheath, which is good. It's always awesome. All right, and since I have Dr. Mindbender here, he has another piece, this right here, which will tab into his belt. So you take this and you can tab that into here. All right, and I'll show you why. Because here he has a few devices. This all takes me back to what we had back in the day with the guy, on the classic packaging. I think he had this gun here that he would utilize, and he would have this cord which will attach to either device. So you would take this cord here and you attach it there, and then you will also tab it into this area here, and then he is good to go, y'all. Look at that. Look at that. I think I need to maybe swing this around on the other end. Oh boy, let's see. Maybe it's best that I have it like over here. All right, so I think I'll have it like this. Let's see. All right, there we go. All right, so we got that, and he can utilize. Let's see, where's the other one at? He can have this one in his hand. All right, and it could be vice versa. You can tab this into here, you know, so you can do either or. And then again, he has this device here as well, so you can utilize this. So he is, I'm telling you folks, he is geared up. He has all of the weapons. Oh, I know where these go, folks. Okay, all right, I think I got it. I think I got it. So these are, I think I lost one. These are some sort of either tranquilizers or some sort of a device to extract DNA. All right, so this right here will tab into here, and then that's how that will go, I feel. All right, so this is pretty cool, folks. This is awesome. And I think, oh, and then you have another one, so you could plug yet another tranquilizer or a DNA extractor into here. So he has two. So that's awesome. This is a fantastic figure, folks. Has to be, again, one of the best. And I took so long reviewing this guy, and he winds up being like one of my all-time favorite G.I. Joe classifieds. So this is cool, folks. And again, he comes with tons of accessories. I love it. This is soft goods cape. It's more of like a shiny type of a cloth that they're utilizing for him. Dr. Mindbender always had the weirdest, most abstract look for any character. All G.I. Joe characters, for the most part, they're just weird looking, much like He-Man. I mean, but we all loved him. But yeah, just make sure you don't lose these little devices, because they're easy to lose. We also have Serpentor. He's watching, because this is his prize creation, Serpentor. But yeah, folks, want to take a quick look at Dr. Mindbender as a whole. I think they did an excellent job of capturing that classic look of Dr. Mindbender. He has the classic, purple pants. Again, he has the weirdest look, man. This guy has no shirt. He has these metallic straps that's attached to this belt and everything. I look at the detail on his little gauntlets, man. Oh, wow. The purple and the silver really pop. He has the little arm band up here. Dr. Mindbender has been in the gym, so he's no stranger to that. He's all ready, folks. He's ready for battle. And again, he has the little working pistol holster. Again, I love how that silver and purple works off one another. He has the high boots. That's great as well. And again, he's much like G.I. Joe Classified. This one here, he has pinless double jointed knees and elbows. Everything, articulation is going to be on point. He has a bicep swivel, nice articulation in the wrist area, not the wrist, but elbows as well as the wrist. So you have no issues articulating this guy, even though you're going to be posing him as he's experimenting on different things. I mean, this guy, again, I'm going to get that NECA set that it's kind of like a Frankenstein set that has all of these, the tables and maybe some other accessories that I can place with this Dr. Mindbender, folks. Face sculpt, man, looks fantastic. I love how they handle his eyepiece here. It's a translucent plastic. You can even see his eyes through it. They did an excellent job with that. They captured his mustache very well. The eyebrows, the eyes, the scope of detail of the cheeks and the rest of the face area looks great, folks. I love how they handled the detail around the eyes, the little creases and the folds, the scope of detail of his skull as a whole. I like that. He has the bald head. He's rocking the Michael Jordan hairstyle, the bald head, or Louis Gossett Jr. Hairstyle. So he did that, man. And again, man, as a whole, this figure looks fantastic, folks. So really happy with this Dr. Mindbender. Again, he comes with tons of cool accessories. I can't say enough. All right, folks, one thing that I wanted to touch on is I noticed there was some paint that is rubbed off to the arm area. I'm guessing that it comes from the cape, but there's some paint here. I utilized some nail polish remover to take away most of it, but you can still see there's some paint here as well, and there's some a little bit right here. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you've noticed that with your Dr. Mindbender. If you do have them, are you experiencing the same thing with paint being on the arms or rubbing off on the arms for this figure? All right, let's get on to the next. Gonna place Serpentor with him. I also want to place Sergeant Slaughter as well as the other San Diego Comic Con exclusive in Zartan with him. And I'm gonna play Sergeant Slaughter up there too. So I'm gonna Sergeant Slaughter, everybody up here with him. And there we go. Okay. All right. Here we go. All right, folks, but that's all I have for this episode. I wanted to just do a quick unboxing and to take a look at Dr. Mindbender. So I'm just excited about the things that we're getting right now. I mean, we really are living within the greatest era of collecting. This is the golden age, folks. I mean, we're getting things that, again, I never would have dreamed. So Dr. Mindbender is hands down one of the best G.I. Joe Classified figures that they're doing. But again, thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to comment below, folks. Let me know what you have to say about everything that I've talked about this episode and everything maybe that I haven't talked about, and what you're excited for. You got Comic Con, everything. So there's a lot to talk about, folks. So be sure to comment below. Also, make sure that you ring that bell for all notifications so that you get each and every one of my content pieces as it drops. And folks, don't forget to what? Yep. Like, share, and subscribe. If you did those things already, I truly appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. And folks, remember, I am on social media, so if you do have Instagram and Twitter, be sure to give me a follow. And one more other thing, folks, be sure to check out my community tab. I'm always posting news and updates there, folks. So be sure to check that out. So not only be sure to check out my videos, but make sure you check out the community. Give that a like as well, folks. And again, thank you so much for tuning in. And until next time, folks, be good to one another, be safe, stay tuned, and remember that knowing is half the battle. Until next time, folks, bye for now, and beware of Dr. Mindbender. Ooh.